companies, Walmart, salary differential between the CEO and the average worker is 1400, 1:1400. It comes sort of, it increases from 1:70 to 1:1400. Now, there must be similar kind of processes almost all over, and that is precisely the problem of the neoliberal order. The most important economic development which has happened in the last 30 years in the global economy is fantastic rise of finance capital. Finance capital is so powerful that it is a planet by itself, as an economic historian put it. There is planet Earth, there is planet finance. At 10:05, your money is in London, at 10:10 it is in Rio, at 20:10 it's in Tokyo, and so on and so forth. If you just look at the movement of that money, it's almost, the planet finance is actually some 60 to 100 times bigger than the planet Earth in terms of economic valuation. Now, it's an amazing number that we're talking about, which is what has created huge pressures on each of these countries to sort of not alienate finance, and as a result of that, they are the most important who need to be kept in happy state, right? And hence, that also means a whole lot of social policies which will hurt the masses, in spite of some space which is available to national governments. My time is up, otherwise I would have liked to answer a few questions as well.
We will have a final plenary session at 4, so we will have time to...
Very brief talk. What I think is that when we address a configuration such as the BRICS through something as area studies, we run the risk of making our arguments weaker, in my view. I'm referring to all the criticism done to the framework of area studies since the beginning of 2000, concerning the fact that I'm not against that we do monograph deep investigations on particular things, that we learn specific language to make it more, to make it possible. This is not the case. What I think is that if we frame a very idiosyncratic language that is only applicable to the BRICS, to this configuration, we lose the chance of addressing the questions to the agenda of development from the BRICS, across the BRICS, and having the BRICS as our, within our imagination. It's not that we're just addressing questions particular to India or Brazil, but again, referring to a whole debate from the 60s on the pertinence, on the relevance of speaking from the briefing on agendas of modernity and development. That's the only point.
Okay, I will be very short. Thank you everybody here. As for BRICS, I think we have to use it as the opportunity for scholarly communication. And of course, it is the question mark how fruitful it could be. But it is political institution, work in progress, as one said. And how scholars will use it, it depends on their will. And that's it.
Just briefly, thank you for the comments, especially around livelihood issues and informal sector economies. I think for me the importance in terms of these comparative studies is to look at using youth as a nexus between gender and generation that inform alternative social realities and moral economies that are linked up with but also extend beyond the formal economic system. Thank you.
So, we did great. Thank you so much. In 2 minutes, we will be back here.
Okay, just a question. 7 minutes. 11:35.
Okay, 7 minutes then. Thank you for our generosity of our
Coffee, I don't think so.